to be belong the family of Mark Antony, I use another name, not Count Wardal, but another name. Because, you know, I don't want to be involved to make mixed family, artists, etc., etc. But because sometimes when you are son or daughter of some important family, the name of the family can cover yourself. Means, of course, it's easier for him or for her to become very famous because, of course, already she or
he belongs to a certain family.
belongs to certain family. So
but we know that your father was against this famous lawyer, and he was against you working in art, you know, like in a theatrical environment and with artists. You know, I mean, well, did he influence? You know, did he have influence against your career in that? How did he influence your career?
About
your father,
my father.
Yes.
You know, me, I start my career from when I was very young, means 14 years old. So I spent my life in the art, and my connection with my father was not exactly about art, but I appreciate my father because he dedicated his life in favor to help people, and so this means dialogue with the people. And anyway, I started my career like a singer when I was very, very young, and it was my father to say, he said to me, Federico, if you go to a school of drama, you can interpret more roles. Now you interpret one role like a singer. Maybe it could be better to know more roles, so your expression will be better. You know.
So he influenced you in you know,
so
the good
he
side somehow.
suggests to me
Yes.
that. And me, I start with the theater, and
but he was not against your career as an artist,
he
or
was unfortunately against my career.
So like promoting, you know, or just, you know, encouraging you was like kind of like go to school and go, you know, study something else?
But his suggestion, no, his suggestion was okay because, you know, the theater is big subject. To be singer, okay, but the theater means big culture, civilization, you know, the Greek theater, the etc., etc. So me, I start to read a lot books, tragedies, drama, etc., etc., and my culture grown a lot. And my best satisfaction in my life came from the theater. So thanks to my father that he suggests to me that, and thanks to me too, because immediately I understood the suggestion. So about Mark Antony, the matter is could be very serious because I discovered that by an ancient manuscript. That in this ancient manuscript there are new news about the history of Mediterranean civilizations. So means. Of course, until now, the manuscript is subject to research. So was big discovering for me, and and to give to the people, you know, some information more about the history that is so important for us. So.
So this is how the link came, you know, to Mark Antony, who was an ancestor, you know, in your, you know, your family from your, you know, your ancient lineage.
Yes, yes. Is a little bit strange that all the people know that Mark Antony helped Cleopatra to have precious manuscripts in the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, and me, I discover to be my family belongs the family of the Mark Antony during my book donation to Alexandria Library. Was a very strange coincidence. So anyway, and I appreciate a lot, and the fact that Mark Antony helped Cleopatra to have more and more precious manuscript in the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, and this is important because the history must to be known. You know, sometime for politic things, the historian put not true news about history, and so means this matter of the Antony helped Cleopatra to improve her library, means that Cleopatra loved a lot the culture, and the image of Cleopatra that we know is a little bit different. And Antony too. And of course, Antony recognized that Bibliotheca Alexandrina was the focus of the culture in the world. So this we have to understand that we must have a cosmopolitan vision. Means we must to have we must to be in favor to dialogue among cultures, and this is a way to have a peace.
Okay. I have to go back to the studio because I don't know if we now ran out of time. We still have time. So back to you, Basil.
We probably have a phone call, which is probably the last in this episode. So, hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir?
Can I speak with Conte Federico, please?
You are speaking to him.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
How are you, Conte Federico? Old friend. I know him from Ashraf Sadiq. I translate Hebrew language. I know him. He man have great agriculture, and he friends to all Egyptian. I wanted to say hello, and we want to see him very soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's probably someone who knows Mr. Federico, just saying hi. And for me here, I just had a quick question. We know that the background of Mr. Federico has quite a gene pool. It has Spanish, Turkish, Italian. How did this play in forming your mission, your sacred mission, which is to bridge between different civilizations, including Middle Eastern ones or Arab ones?
So, I have, yes, from my mother especially, more countries. I have Italy, Spain, and Egypt from my mother. From my father, ancient Rome, and Minzaman, Turkey.
Mark Antony.
Mark Antony,
Okay.
also, yes. Maybe is in my blood to be friend of the people of different cultures, and I am proud of this. Also, I like artists of theater. Of course, I like the audience, and the audience, you don't know, maybe some people is not of Egyptian if I play in Egypt, and is from another country, and me, I like to play in different languages in different countries, also to test what happened. Means to test the feeling of the people. So now I have to play in Egypt theater in April, and the theater is in downtown Cairo and is called Rawabet, is Shara Champollion, etc. So before this play will be a presentation. Anyway, this play, the author is Molière, but will be played in different languages too by a director, Egyptian director too.
Well, I think, you know, we have to...
Nermeen, unfortunately, we're running out of time, so wrap it up.
Oh, okay, we'll wrap up. Unfortunately, we didn't have much time, you know, just talk more about the issue, but maybe in other transmissions. So we have to thank you, Count Federico San Gerardi Quinti di Wardal, for being with us here and open to question.
Thank you to you, to Basil, and to all the audience, and especially to the Egyptian audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And back to you, Basil.
Thank you, Mr. Federico. Thank you, Nermeen. Well, that's all for this edition of Open to Question. Please do join us again next Sunday. Till then, it's goodbye.